And how do you feel about Baton Rouge not getting the credit they deserve? Well, just Louisiana as a whole. Like a lot of influences come from Louisiana.
Well, it's like this here, man. Thanks to Young Boy, we back at the top. Bro.
Yeah.
So this time, all we gotta do is connect the dots.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Connect the dots. Everybody hug everybody.
Yeah.
You feel me? And then it won't be no more outside. It won't be no more having to go this place, that place. Nah, everybody connect with everybody. You feel me? Get the cash flow, running through that. You feel me? So that means when we is gone, our people straight. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Let's get Louisiana straight and then go here and there, here and there, here and there, instead of going and then just wondering and not knowing. You feel what I'm saying? Because half of the Louisiana rappers that made it somewhere else.
Yep.
They have to provide and look out for where they at. That's where they wig at.
Yeah.
That's where they lay their hand at. You feel what I'm saying? So if they not here, and you don't have no foundation or no resources left here, I mean, that's what we got to do is get that established. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That way all the next rappers coming up, they won't have to kill or die to make it.
Yeah.
They got a route already there for them.
Yeah, because you know how it takes to get to that route. So, when you got a foundational road already laid there for them, it'll make it easier for them to get there instead of have to, like you say, get it out the mud to get there.
So, bro, Louisiana, bro, we lose not only rappers, we lose athletes to gang violence and gun violence and unnecessary, altercations that happen with them being around just because of, how that is designed or how it's built. Because, if they don't get you one way, they gonna get you another way. If you don't get caught up in the violence, you're gonna get caught up in the scandal. Some kind of way they gonna get you. So in the process of that, it's like, like basketball players, football players, they'll be just, they'll try their heart out. They'll practice from little bitty people. And some, if they don't get that little extra structure or that extra wisdom or that extra guidance to say, don't go there, or, fall back, or, you don't need that, or, why you work so hard all those years, sacrifice all your time, energy, and effort just to go prove one little point. They don't get that. And what they end up doing is crashing out or getting killed. Like, just think, if you're an athlete, you're a football player, or you could be a baseball player, you way more fit than them niggas that don't do nothing but smoke weed and play the video games.
Yeah.
So when you link up with them, you're going to beat about 4 of them up.
Yeah.
But the fifth one going to have a different mind frame. He gonna really be about Fortnite or Black Ops or whatever it is and lay you down.
Yeah.
And then both of y'all right, but both of y'all wrong. You showed your advantage you had, took on 2 or 3 of them. But one of them stood for a different principle, like, nah, I knew this day would come. I was gonna run into one of y'all good, healthy athletes. And I wasn't going to only steal your dreams and steal your mom's hopes, but I was going to steal your life.
Yeah.
And that's what happened.
And that's where it go bad at.
Right.
And that's where it tears everything down. And I feel like if everybody, like you said, if you had places set up for the people to go to and don't have to get it out the mud and not to do all that, I believe it'll be a better place because you're giving them hope and you're giving them something to go to.
It's kind of sort of like Shark Tank, but it's investing in your people.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? It's like, okay, we can take this money. You feel me? Like that, and this basically all Kanye was saying as far as in with the black people situation. We can take this money and we can build our own everything. And we can talk all the shit we want. We can do what we want. We can move how we want. We can create what we want. who's gonna stop us? Only thing we needed was the resources. That's all any other race ever had on us is resources. So this man saying, no, let's take our own resources and start building. Because if you don't, how many you know of us is gonna come? So just think, this man come from a beat machine. So if you can come from a beat machine and go through hip hop and become a billionaire and try to restructurize the system for your race, that's vital. Because they say they got a lane to make billionaires now. And with enough of them, they can accomplish what they're trying to accomplish.
And that's why they take the rails off the tracks whenever you see something like that.
And that's why they put him in the position he in now. But the thing is, he know that how he got there.
Yeah.
So it was worth it. He didn't have to go blood, sweat, and tears. He took his talent and his creativity and his influence and got himself there. Stuff he can get himself there again if he want to. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And he know it might not be too many of them in our lifetime. So he was like, I have to go during my lifetime. Especially because how I got it on my own. I made it all the way to the point where I can open up the whole world eyes. I got to do it.
And that's like the floodgates.
Yeah,
And that's why
like-
they try to close it. Because if everybody can see, I can go through there too. So they try to close them type of floodgates.
That's what I'm saying. That's why they'll let rap destroy itself. Because they see when they get it, they going to do that.
Yeah.
They're not supposed to do that. But now they see they can start off with a beat machine. 10 years later, buck the system. Nah, that system can produce too many of them. That system produce majority of them. You feel me? Like outside of Michael Jordan and Oprah, which is still entertainment, they still got it entertaining. So it's still all the same.
And that's why it's important for us to not keep knocking off the heads.
Right.
Just like, for instance, just the other day when Romeo went out of Master P.
Right.
It looked like they got shut down real fast, and I hope so, because that keep tearing down our top people. The people
Right.
who can lay that track to show us to get across that track.
Master P was almost my favorite rapper because how he used to touch me with them rhymes, you know?
Yeah.
And I named my son Master P. That's how much I
Yeah.
like Master P.
Yeah,
You feel me?
yeah.
Like and he succeeded. You feel me? He gained stability, you know, so I wanted to honor him not only because of what he did for me in the streets riding, you know what I'm saying? But what he did for me, you know, mentally, you feel me?
Yeah.
So shout out to Master P and my son, you heard me,
Yeah.
Master P, you feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, my cousin Alonzo was just telling me Master P was his favorite. He said, and he gave me a story just like you said when you met Michael Jackson when he met
Right.
Master P. Like,
Well,
if he can
I
get all
never
these
met
millions,
Master P.
I can get one.
But I probably been in events or something
Yeah.
when he was there, but I never met him. I met C Murder, I met Silk, I met a lot of No Limit artists, but I never really met Master P. But I wouldn't pay nothing because I really ain't got it to pay. But you know, I would love to meet Master P and you know, let him know, you know, how he played a big part of, you know, my life in developing my mind as a man and standing on my principles and stuff like that. Yeah, definitely.
He shined a light on.
And
being able to-
Romeo was down bad for that because like I go all the way back to the I'm Bout It video. You
Yeah.
feel me? And Romeo was a little bitty dude, but he was dressed real nice, and it looked like to him all it meant the world to him was his dad.
Yeah.
You know, so you know, like when you have that as proof, The only thing I can say is you let money change you, Romeo, not P, because P was doing him the whole time.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, he loved all his children the same, pretty much. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Rest in peace to Master P's daughter.
Rest in
You
peace.
feel me? But I'm pretty sure he loved all his children the same.
Yeah.
And but Romeo, you only have one father, you know, and you had that special glow and love for your father coming up. You showed us that. You showed the world that, Romeo.
Yeah.
So for you to say something about something dealing with money, that just means that somewhere in there money came in between y'all. Because, you know, I would have took, like I said, I can make something out of nothing. So Master P himself is something.
Yeah.
So if I'm gonna be your son, I'm not gonna never cry about no money. Even if I go make some deals involving you and say, Dad, you my dad. I needed some money.
Yeah.
I went and signed a $200,000 deal with hey, you know, even if I did that, I'll do that before I bring it up.
Yeah.
Or I just ask you for something every day and save me.
Yeah.
Let me get 1,000. Let me get 2,000. Let me get 3,000. Do that for a year, Romeo, before you go to crime.
Yeah.
Because you're a man. You should have cried when you was 13.
Yeah.
When you was enjoying it.
Yeah.
You 30 now.
Should have
You know?
been soaked up all the game and
You,
like
you should be having your own children by now. Yeah. What you gonna do when you have children, Romeo? And you gonna need Paw to support everything all over again. You know, keep that in mind, because when y'all have children young, the grandparents is left to raise y'all children too. So it's like they got to go through it all over again with your children. So think about that. Who threw you the big parties? Think about who gave you the big opportunities, who gave you the big breaks. Because if you can't do that for your children, he still can.
Had his own TV show.
Yeah, so don't burn that bridge for them. At least let that, you know, the whatever they call it, the family generational wealth, at least let it keep going. If you don't want to let it go through you, let it keep going.
Because it's so easy to tear it down.
Because you're gonna have
It took
children.
so much to build it up.
You're gonna have children. And if you can't spoil them, you're gonna definitely count on him to spoil them like he spoiled you. And if God say the same, he will.